Peter says to his fellow disciples, apostles, that they are being criticized for what he has done. So our first reading today, you really should read, this is Acts of the Apostles 4, 8 to 12. If you got time today, okay, open up the Bible and see about 10 verses before that. So you really have to put this into context, okay? So Peter was walking through the town, whatever town it was, I don't remember. I read it yesterday, but I've slept since then. And he was walking, and there was a woman who had died. And there was great mourning about this woman. And they had washed the body. It's very descriptive in the Acts of the Apostles. They washed the body, had it laid out for viewing, and then Peter comes through, and they implore Peter, please come and see this woman and pray for her and heal her. Well, he does. He goes into the room. I don't remember whether he gets other people out of the room or not, but he kneels. He's there in prayer, and he says, please, dear God, allow this woman to live. And she woke up. And, it's important to realize what's going on here. You got to put it into context. Jesus has healed people, right, several times. And so now the grace has been given to some of the apostles to do this. And so therefore, Jesus was criticized for healing people, right, on the Sabbath. That's one of the reasons they put him to death, because you do this on the Sabbath as if you're not supposed to do something good for someone on the Sabbath. Jesus says, come on, if you have an opportunity to do something good on the Sabbath, do it. And so therefore, even though you may think it's against the law, Jesus says, I don't. I am the new life, I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life. And so Jesus is criticized. Now Peter and the other apostles, we hear in the Acts of the Apostles, they're being criticized. They're being told that they're doing something they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be talking about this name Jesus. I think that happens in the society today too, by the way. And then people are being told that, well, you can't heal on the Sabbath. You can't do this. You can't do that. Well, Peter knows that Jesus has given him the power to do this. And so actually the apostles are rather pleased, if you can imagine, of being criticized, of being talked to in a way that might even end them up in jail for doing what is right. Peter begins to understand that Jesus was the one who was rejected. Jesus is the cornerstone of our faith. And remember in the scriptures where Jesus asks, when the times get tough, and Jesus asks his apostles, do you want to leave me? Is this too much? Is this too much? And Peter, the impetuous one, speaks up and says, Lord, to whom shall we go? You have the words of eternal life, no one else. We are the one that will preach your name because we must follow you. If you follow someone else, there's no salvation there. We follow Jesus Christ. As Peter said, as it says, in the Acts of the Apostles, there is no salvation through anyone else, nor is there any other name under heaven given to the human race by which we are to be saved. And what is that name? Jesus Christ. That's part one. Part two. Are you still with me? All right. Just want to make sure. St. John, beginning of the 3rd chapter, first letter of St. John. What a beautiful gift, he says, for us to be called children of God. We are children of God. God watches over us, leads us, and guides us, and helps us to understand who we are. His children. He will take care of us. As a loving mother takes care of their children, God will always, never fail in taking care of us. We have to believe that. Still with me. Now we're part 3, okay? John's Gospel, chapter 10, verse 11 through 18. This is Good Shepherd Sunday. So this is why we have this gospel. Jesus said, I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and they know me. They hear my voice, and hopefully they will follow me. When we don't follow, that's sinful ways of life, and we all do that. I do too. But, you know, we always are redirected back to the path of Jesus Christ. Don't you love the image? Can you picture in your mind a statue of the Good Shepherd? Can you picture that? And just see that Jesus puts the wandering sheep on his shoulders, right? You've all seen this. And by the way, the pectoral cross that Pope Francis wears has this very image on it, you know, of Jesus and the Good Shepherd. In fact, some of our servers, I don't know what they're wearing, but we got some crosses back here for servers who have that same pectoral cross. I love this image because sometimes in life we just kind of fall down in many ways. It can happen, you know, spiritually, physically, emotionally, whatever it might be, okay? And sometimes we just feel a little lost. Sometimes we're just not sure what direction to take. And so Jesus picks us up sometimes, even when we cannot pick ourselves up. And he puts us on his shoulders. And you know, I love this image because Jesus takes us where we need to be. If we can't find it ourselves, that's okay. Jesus will help us get there. And caring other people will help us get there. And so, Jesus also talks about the one who is not concerned about other people. And the wolf comes, the force of evil, and comes and tries to scatter us. You know, the devil loves division. He loves division. He thrives on it. If you're divided in your family, if you're divided in the church, wherever we're divided, the devil wants more. Always wants more division. So we want to build unity, and we want to build peace.